be a rather poor place, wouldn't it, if we only had one choice or a very, very select series of choices as we go through life? I'm sure that we'd like to have a bit of variety with everything that's available to us. So that way we get to experience all the different flavors, all the different colors, all the different sounds, all the different textures, the scents, the sensations. This is life in general. But something that comes to mind for me is we're going to look a little bit more in the world of Reiki. It's like, let's imagine that you're already go out there and learn Reiki. And you think to yourself, right, okay, let me log on, let me Google, and you'll put Reiki in, and suddenly you are beset by a whole panoply of different choices because there are lots of different flavors and tastes of Reiki. And it can be a little bit daunting when you look at it all and thinking like, what on earth do I go for? What one should I choose? And so let me just explain a few that I know of the top of my head. We've got Seiken Reiki. We've got um, Holy Fire Reiki is one. We've got Karuna Reiki. You've got Usui Reiki, which is obviously what I teach and what I practice. Angelic Reiki. It's another one that I uh, mainly practice these days, but I've taught that as well. And there are a whole variety of other ones as well. If you go out there, you will find Atlantean Crystal Reiki, etc., etc., etc. And woe betide even then you start looking at energy healing because then you open up a whole new can of worms. And I get it when you're sort of like looking at the start and you're thinking like, "Oh, I have no idea where to start." It comes to us to make that choice. And if you think I'm going to come in here and say one Reiki is better than the other, or my one's not quite as strong as that one, no, you're mistaken. It's not about that. Because for me, if you're doing something, your heart will lead you in the right direction. And ultimately, we're all really going for the common good here. It is about kind of like making us see the world a little bit different and kind of like, getting us into that state of grace. Because, my goodness me, this planet, we all right now could kind of do with a little bit of a boost of that energy, couldn't we? Because everywhere you look right now, it's just crazy, isn't it? We are literally in crazy town with what's going on in the world, be it politics, the climate, whatever you want to look at. It's all a little bit sort of like daunting. And would it be great if we can try and find a bit of equilibrium? And Reiki can certainly help us with that. And my advice to you is follow your heart. When you see something you like, have a good look at it, see what they're offering. And is it calling out to you? Is it perhaps when you look at it, maybe you're thinking this is a bit too weird for me? Or you might be thinking it's not weird enough because just like there's many choices with Reiki, there's many choices of the people that are going to choose that healing or not, as the case may be. And I'm hoping now that those who are watching will obviously have an interest in Reiki, or you wouldn't have come in here in the first place. And you may already be a Reiki practitioner. And no doubt, like myself, you've seen different ways in the way people work. They sort of like how they connect, how they bring the healing forward. And this is something that I've noticed as well, that a lot of sort of Reiki practitioners, masters or whatever, think their one's the best one. And of course you believe in what you're doing, but it's down to us never to denigrate any other forms of healing and get on our high horse and say this is better than that one. Because ultimately we're all going for the common good. We're all in the collective, and together we will raise that energy. And so again, as you look into that variety, if you're looking to learn Reiki or maybe book a session, you're thinking to yourself like, so what's he doing to me? And that is an excellent question because I can only talk for myself, really. But each one of us will have a different experience. For me, Reiki was all about making me see the world different. Simple as that. It was like it's like a kind of a light bulb moment. It made me realize like why am I keep doing the things that I'm doing? There has to be more to life than what we're doing right now. And you begin to see the bigger picture, is how I describe it. It's almost like you're taking up higher and you look at the big, true perspective of what's going on. Now, if you think I'm at the top of the mountain, no, I really am not. Because this mountain of learning, it is beyond measure. But let's just say I went up a few notches. That's how I like to see my experience. And for you as well, it could be exactly the same. That could be from your first Reiki treatment. When you're having a Reiki treatment, you kind of like get off the couch thinking like, something's happened. I can't explain what's happened, and this is a common thing. I just know. It's almost like for the first time in their life for many, many years, they've spoken to their soul almost. They've spoken to a higher power or whatever it is, and they realize, or I realize, or whoever, they realize there is so much more to what we see at this present moment. It's so much more than this. When I'm just looking at this camera right now, there's much more than that going on. There is this. I mean, ask yourself this. What inspired me to come in the camera in the first place? And what inspired you to even pick up your phone, your computer, TV, or whatever, to tune into me? What's at work there? You could have easily gone somewhere else. You could have easily clicked off by now. So I know that the people I'm talking to will kind of have that kind of like magnetism, for want of a better word, that drawing, is it to that seeking wisdom, as if to, I want to know more. And I'll certainly, as I go forward, as I pivot more into Reiki, to give my experiences, but more importantly, your experiences. And I'd like to know right now, or I inquire, I shall ask you, I don't demand, but have you ever experienced Reiki yourself? Or maybe you teach Reiki, or maybe you practice Reiki, or some kind of like spiritual practice, energetically wise, or whatever. Put it in the comments below because I love to connect with people who really do have that passion, that drive. I'm certainly passionate about this, but not just Reiki. There's much more to it than that. But it's certainly what I call a cornerstone of how I see things, of how I perceive things. And for me, Reiki opened up so many doors. Took me down a path I would never imagined. I mean, who would have thought that I would have been doing readings, tarot readings, crystal healing, working with angels, and all these kind of things. I'm telling you, 10 years, 10, 12 years ago, I would have thought you was absolutely insane if you would have told me that. But here I am doing it. So never ever just discount it. Never discount these things that happen and come along in your life. There'll be a reason for it. And another thing I can do, and certainly those who practice Reiki, is literally bringing that Reiki energy into the choices that you make. And some of you maybe think, well, I'm not attuned to Reiki. I don't know how you can do that. We can all make the choices, but we can all bring a kind of higher perspective, a higher energy. So when you're looking at choices that you'd like to make, let's imagine it's a career kind of like situation. For example, you might have a job interview that's coming up. Did you know that as Reiki practitioners, we can actually send energy into that situation to bring out the best in us and just raise the energy there in that situation? Now, of course, I can't guarantee that you would get the job, but at least you're in the right vibe. And the manager or whoever's interviewing is kind of like getting a good feeling as they're working with you. And maybe if you've got a little test, that little stress that might come along might just dissipate as you come into the calm thinking. So Reiki, that's just one example. Um, Here's another example. Um, let's imagine you go for a meal or something. Now, you would have to do this with intent because you get some very funny looks. But imagine you've got your dinner in front of you and you decide, oh, I like that, but wouldn't it be nice if I give it a little bit of seasoning? Imagine you're sending Reiki to that meal, and now if you was on your own, you could probably hover your hands over it and do all this weird and woo-woo stuff, out of a better word. Um, it's not woo-woo to me, it's perfectly normal, by the way. But if you was often in a crowded place, you just look at that meal and just gaze at it now, and just send good intentions to that dinner or to your drink or whatever. I know it sounds a bit cuckoo, it sounds like a bit bonkers. We got loose, try it. And again, even if you're not attuned to Reiki or whatever, you can send intention to that meal. Just imagine telling yourself, this is going to be the best meal I've ever had. Let the flavors burst in my mouth. Let that just give me this beautiful, warm, fuzzy feeling as I eat that dinner. So this is another way we can kind of like work similarly without actually using those Reiki energy into our meals. But again, it's choices. And again, you know, like when you've got a sort of like difficult choice to make. Um, so, for example, you might think, oh, shall I move home? Should I move out? Or should I stay? So again, you can just sit there and just think like, imagine you're sending Reiki to both choices. And hopefully in time, one of those choices may start to go a little bit brighter. This is one way. Another way for those, again, see, I'm going to give you a choice if you're not attuned to Reiki, how you can do the same thing. Put your hand on your heart and ask that question, which choice should I go for? These are simple things we can do, and that's how we look at that kind of like way of thinking. And talking of thinking, it's nice to break the rigidity of being stuck. And Reiki can definitely do that. You know, if you're stuck in an old pattern of doing the same old thing day in, day out, we can bring in a little bit of energy to sort of like work on our thoughts a little bit. Um, so, because especially when we got timetables and that sort of thing, I'm terrible for kind of having routines. I like to stick to routines, and sometimes I get reminded to jazz it up a little bit. And Reiki is one way of doing that. And again, if there's a task you want to do in the day, let's imagine you're at work and the first thing you have to do is just clear out the rubbish. You think, oh God, I've got to clear out all the rubbish. Before you even start, just send all the Reiki into that place where you've got to work, and you start realizing, thinking differently. So rather than thinking, oh, this is a chore, start thinking like, hey, I'm going to clear all this out. So we're clearing the decks. We've got a nice environment to work in for the rest of the day. There's no clutter. It's nice and safe around there. No one's going to fall over. It's like, and you see how you can start thinking differently. Reiki will help with that, especially, when those frustrations start coming along. It's almost like you can give yourself a little mental massage and say, like, okay, these kind of like things that are making me angry, how do I ameliorate that? How do I change that? That is a great thing. There might be someone at work here who sort of like is hard to get on with, for example. You could like just imagine sending this beautiful bubble of energy around yourself. It's almost like a little bit of protection, for want of a better word. And you can also just send good intentions to that person. So that, and this is a trial, isn't it? Because we do meet people that have struggled sometimes, and you'd rather sort of walk the other way as opposed to sort of like being in their company. But sometimes that's not possible, is it? So when you're in there, just send warmth. Hopefully, it might just make them feel a bit differently about you, and certainly make a big difference how you feel about them. Remember, we're going from a higher perspective. As you work in these higher energies, you can take yourself up to a higher perspective and just think a little bit different. And again, Reiki can help that. But again, you can do that just with yourself, with your own energy. I think the one takeaway of like all of us to remember from this, we are all masters of our own thoughts and our own energies. For sure, things will come along at times to try to knock us off kilter, knock us off our equilibrium, but we just come back again. We just come back and breaking that rigid kind of thinking. And a final thing I'd like to talk about with Reiki is this aura of acceptance, this beautiful acceptance of everything. I know it's a big, big statement, but really it's like understanding that we start to understand that we're here for a purpose in this lifetime to like, we're here to learn, we're here to kind of experience, we're here to love. Ultimately, they're three big things. But we're also, if we could just accept our role in life and accept everything around you has a purpose, start really looking at the bigger picture from everything from this humble pen to the biggest tree or, a great big airplane or whatever. Everything has a purpose. Everything is kind of like part of a beautiful plan. And you are very much part of that plan. You are part of this wonderful universe. And you are your own universe. So have this acceptance of who you are, of what you do, and just live life with a smile on your face. And just be kind, be nice. And that goes into the beautiful acceptance of who you are. And it's more and more needed right now than ever. As the Earth is really going through, and the populations of this Earth are going through a very, very kind of like shaking phase, as I call it. Everything's being shook up. If we haven't got that equilibrium, it can make it really, really difficult. Even more difficult than things already are. So get into that state of grace. Build community. We are very much part of that community. Reach out to me if you're struggling, and if I can help, I'll do what I can. But it's not just me, it's everyone out there. Get those links of energy coming together. I think that would be rather wonderful, don't you? And on that note, I'd like to wish you all a beautiful day. I'll catch you very soon.